what's going on, guys? So that was just a little normal acceleration. A lot of people complain about the Cruze having like no power at all, but I really don't have any problem with it. I mean, obviously if I'd afford it, it would have gone a lot faster, but you know, just a normal takeoff for everyday driving and stuff, no problem with it. You know, if you do want to get into some power, it takes about 3,500, and I guess that's when you can really feel the turbo kicking in. And you know, it'll move out of its way pretty good after that. But you know, you obviously aren't buying this car to be a, you know, hot rod or anything like that. So, you know, a lot of people that complain about it being slow, go drive a Jeep Patriot, or I think it's a Patriot. Yeah, the 4-cylinder naturally aspirated Jeep. Whew, you'll think this thing is a spaceship after you drive one of those. But yeah, so we're gonna go out here and post the car up and check it out. Today is 7 months with the Cruze, so I figured I'd do a little, you know, walk around video, talk about it a little bit. Car is pretty freaking dirty right now, so excuse all the bugs and interior and everything. But yeah, so 7 months. Let's go in here first and look at what kind of mileage we've put on her. Alright, so crank it up. So we have officially put 6,392 miles on it. That's up to 42,197 miles. This is from my last fill up. Averaged 30.9 miles per gallon and 32.2 miles per hour. So yeah, this is the interior for all you new guys. Got my fishing poles in here, so yeah, I don't have a truck anymore, so fishing poles it is. I mean, a car, throwing it through the back seat, and in the trunk it is. But yeah, really love this interior. Don't have any complaints about it. You know, I don't know if this is a real popular color combo. It's actually brown and tan. I don't know if you can tell very well. We do have a sunroof. This is the LTZ RS 2012 model, so this is pretty much top of the line as far as Cruze go, and definitely the way that I would get one, obviously, because there is a pretty big difference between the base model and the RS, LTZ RS. So we had to move locations, but yeah, 2012 LTZ RS, obviously white. And you know, I really haven't done much to it. Got some 5% window tint, flashes up the badges. Really, you know, the car looks good. These factory wheels are, I really like them. I really don't have any desire to change the wheels. I wouldn't hate it if the car was a little lower, but it rides so good, I'm definitely not going to ruin that by lowering it. Yeah, so exterior. Over the 7 months, has anything bugged me? Not really. The headlights do have some slight discoloration. I don't know if you can even see that. Yeah, you can. So just a little bit. I mean, you really got to be looking for it to see it. On the front end, you know, GM paint's not known for being like super thick all the time. But really, all of these are just bug marks. When I wash it, there's really not any rock chips or anything on it. So, you know, whatever paint they use on the Cruzes, or at least this one, you know, really has held up really good. Yeah, I still love the way it looks. You know, for being a little economy car, I think it looks freaking sweet. Blacked out the badges, of course, makes it look a whole lot better, along with the window tint, 5%. So yeah, let's hop inside and check it out. So inside, I still love it. You know, I really do like this brown and tan. There's a pretty huge difference between the base model Cruze and like this one, the LTZ RS. And you know, as far as price goes, you can get these for really cheap. I got this car with 36,000 miles on it for $10,500, and to me, I think that's really good. This is an automatic, you know, fully loaded, sunroof and all. You can get them for under $11,000, and they're super good dailies. Like we see here, been getting just about 31 miles per gallon, and that's just driving around city stuff, so really like it. Basically the only time that this car feels underpowered is if you're on the interstate. You know, if you're lower speeds, I would say below 50, it can get out of its way fine. But if you're running on the interstate 80 or so, you kind of really got to make it work if you're needing to pass somebody. And it's really not one of those cars like the Mustang where you can just downshift and just hop out in front of somebody and be going faster than them. This one's got to build. It's got to build a little bit. Obviously, the turbo's got to do its work. But you know, the power is pretty good. So I obviously don't go around flooring this thing or anything, because this is my daily, and I basically only have it because it's a reliable gas saver. And I actually don't even know if I've ever floored this car, honestly. Over 6,000 miles, I don't think I've ever floored it. But you know, as far as like, I've done like 3/4 throttle, and it pulls fine. So I really don't have much complaints. I'm gonna turn this light on because it might be a little dark in here. I don't have really any complaints at all. You know, I'm on a cruze forum on Facebook, and a lot of people talk about how much they hate their cruises, and I really don't understand it. Maybe if you came out of like a cooler car and had to get one of these or something for, family purposes or something, I could see why you might get bored with this car. But for a daily car, gas saver, I freaking love it. Everything is pretty nice in here. Like, maybe the people that don't like them have got the base models, because the base models are pretty rough. No hate for you base model guys, but you probably know what I'm talking about. The seats are pretty uncomfortable. I know in the newer, the 2nd gen Cruze base model, because I cleaned one, if you get in, the actual seat right here squishes so much that it touches the plastic on the side and like pinches your leg. So, if you're gonna get one, which obviously you can get one for, really cheap, get a 1st gen. And I can't talk for a real longevity because I do only have 42,000 miles on this car, but for the miles I've put on it, it's not had any issues whatsoever. It's done everything I've asked. Saved me so much in gas that I would have spent, in a truck. So let's do another little normal acceleration. This is exactly how I accelerate everywhere, every time I take off. And while no, it's not blistering fast or anything, it's definitely not like, oh my gosh, slow. And that's just normal. Like, obviously the miles per gallon is pretty low when you're on the gas, but once you're cruising, it picks up really well. So 7 months in, am I glad I bought this car? Heck yeah, I really do love it. And like I said, it's saving me a bunch of money in gas. And other than the fact that it's not a truck, and sometimes I wish it was a truck, I really have no complaints at it whatsoever. Everything is laid out really cool in here. Everything is really even. Like, the knobs right there are even. Both sides of the steering wheel are even. All your knobs and stuff, they're all perfectly even. So it's really cool. If you're OCD or something, you'll probably love this car because everything just matches up perfectly, which I think is pretty cool. But other than that, y'all, leave a comment down below if you have any questions or anything. But 7 months in, I really love this car still. And yeah, probably gonna keep it for a while, honestly. Don't really have any plans of selling it. just because of how good it is, how comfortable it rides. I mean, it does everything really good. So if you're in the market for a little economy car or something, definitely give a Chevy Cruze a look, especially the first gen. You can get them super good deals. You know, this is a $20,000-$30,000 car new, and you can get it for under $11,000 with the right deal. So definitely check it out if you are in the market for something like this. You know, get one in good condition like this, and I don't think you'll regret it one bit. You'll really enjoy the car. So hope this helps anyone out, and I'll see you all in the next one.